Hello to all my friends on YouTube. It's shibbyrob here, and this video is going to be an unboxing video for a submission that I recently sent in to NGC of coins to get graded. This was US coins on the economy tier, and I'm going to unbox them and also share with you guys a little bit of my experience. Hopefully anyone that may be interested in sending coins to get graded, this may help a little bit. So I'll tell you what we had happen. Okay, so we're going to start with the turnaround time. This was NGC economy tier. I sent in 9 coins, they're US coins. They received them and entered them into the computer on 6/29/22, and they shipped them back to me on 8/17/22. It took about a week for them to get shipped back to me, because when I sent them in, NGC still had only one option for return shipping, which was registered mail. Registered mail is pretty slow. From what I understand, NGC will now have a new return shipping possibility, which will be, I think, US Postal Service priority, which is much quicker and I believe cheaper. So I haven't tried that yet. Maybe the next submission that I send out, when that comes back, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. That being said, the turnaround time was pretty good. It was less than 2 months, and I think they're getting caught up at NGC with the coin grading, and the turnaround time was acceptable. I didn't have any problems with that. PCGS still seems to be pretty slow, but it looks like NGC maybe is catching up a little bit. Okay, so here's the submission. I got 9 coins back, and overall this submission went pretty well. There were a couple coins that were less than ideal, but overall I think I did pretty good on this submission, and I was pretty happy with it. And we're going to start out with the first 3 coins are Washington quarters. So these are Washington quarters that came out of US mint sets, and all 3 of them I thought were pretty nice and worthy of grading. They all have pretty nice toning and were pretty nice coins. So here's the first one. This is a 1958. It graded MS66. It's a pretty nice silver Washington quarter with some pretty nice toning. And MS66, pretty good grade. I was happy with that. So no problems whatsoever. So really quickly, guys, I'm going to pull this up on the other screen and show you guys a little bit about this one. It's MS66. There were 2,700 in this grade and 743 in higher grades. NGC price guide value right now is $45. And I'm happy I got it graded. So pretty happy with that one. Okay, so the next coin that we will bring up is another Washington quarter, and this one also I thought was pretty nice, definitely worthy of getting graded. This coin is a 1957. It's also out of a mint set, and it's also got some pretty nice toning. I enjoy the toning on the coins. I like these toners that come out of these US mint sets, and on this one I got a better grade. So this one I got a MS67, which is pretty fantastic. I was thrilled to get a 67. I'm always happy to get a 67 on a Washington quarter, and so this one I was pretty happy with. And let's see, I'll pull this up, guys, and show you a little bit about this one. Okay, so here we go. This one, as you can see, 514 in MS67 and 38 in higher grades. So much smaller population once you get up into the 67s. Really nice coin. NGC price guide at $120 on this one. So for a silver quarter, can't complain about that. I was pretty happy. Okay, and then the third quarter that I sent in, also a Washington quarter, and this one I knew wasn't quite as high a grade, but it has some really interesting toning, like a crackly toning all over the surface. Pretty nice coin. This one is a 1955. I'll show you the reverse. Lots of luster coming through the toning. Still a really nice coin. And this one actually got an MS66 as well. And with that interesting toning, I was really pleased with the grade on this one. So we got another MS66. So pretty good on all three quarters. And really quickly, I'll bring this up and show you guys a little bit about this one. And here we go. Okay, so this one, as you can see, smaller population in 66, only 1,400, only 215 graded higher, so pretty nice. And this one's worth a little bit more than the other 66. This one in the NGC price guide valued at $60. So pretty awesome. Very, very good start to the submission. Okay, next up, guys, I'm going to show you guys an interesting coin. So this one is a Seated Liberty dime. And the main reason I thought I sent this one in is I thought there was a chance it might be a proof. Now, it's tough to tell, and I don't really know a ton about the differences between the regular uncirculated coins and proof coins from this era, but there was something about this coin that just kind of made me think it might be a proof. So I sent it in as a proof. Now, interestingly, this one I thought was going to get a details grade because I thought they were going to say that this one was cleaned. But it wasn't cleaned, and it also wasn't a proof. They gave it a pretty good grade, AU 50. So I ended up with a AU 50 1878 Seated Liberty dime, and I was pretty happy about that. And I'll tell you a little bit more about this dime, something interesting that happened a little bit later, but I'm going to show you some other coins first. Before I do that, really quickly, guys, I'm going to show you a little bit of information about this coin. And so this one, NGC price guide value of $80, which is pretty good. And this one, there is only one graded AU 50 apparently, and there are 93 graded higher. So pretty interesting. A cool coin, and I'm happy that I got it graded. This one I'm going to put it in my registry set, at least for now. So pretty cool. Okay, next coin is a 3-cent nickel. Now this one was just one of the nicest 3-cent nickels that I've come across and owned. Every little bit of detail was there, and it seemed to be pretty problem free. Really nice coin, and I was really happy with it, and I said I gotta get this one graded. And so this one ended up, I was pleased with, it graded MS61. Now I was hoping to get a mint state grade on this coin. I wasn't really too concerned about what the mint state grade would be. I was a little surprised about the 61 because it doesn't seem to have a lot of nicks or little bag hits or anything like that on the coin. It's pretty nice, but I think maybe it's a little dull for a mint state coin, and that's why I kind of thought maybe I might get an AU. but they ended up calling it an MS61, and with that I can't complain. I was pretty happy. And so I'll show you guys a little bit about this coin. So this one has an NGC price guide value of $140, so well worth sending in. 26 in MS61 and 451 graded higher, so fairly low population, so pretty happy with this coin. Yeah, no complaints on that one. Okay, so the next coin, guys, is the first of two Ben Franklin half dollars that I sent in. So this one, again, was out of a US Mint set. It had a lot of toning, and I thought really nice coin. This is a 1955. And this one, I knew it was pretty nice, and it was right on the verge of full bell lines. It was really close. I didn't really expect to get them, but I was hoping. And this one, I thought I'd probably get a 65, and I was pleasantly surprised to get an MS66. MS66, pretty good grade on a Franklin. So I was really happy with this coin. It will actually upgrade my registry set, so I'll be putting that one in my Ben Franklin registry set, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit about this one. So this is the 1955 Franklin, and here we go. So this one has an NGC price guide value of $190, which is awesome. And in MS66 there's only 175, with only 12 graded higher. Now there are coins with full bell lines. I don't exactly know how they deal with the population with that, but this is a pretty nice coin, and I am thrilled with this one. This was the most valuable in this submission, and yeah, I was really happy with this one. Super happy. Okay, so then the next coin is another Ben Franklin half, and this Ben Franklin half I sent in for one reason and one reason only, because it has the bluest, most interesting toning on the reverse. And I'll tell you guys, I think you can see the blue in this coin, but this camera does this coin no justice. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got this wonderful blue toning on the reverse of the coin. I had them mount the coin with the reverse facing forward, because the reverse is definitely the star of the show with this coin. And this one got an MS65. Now a 65 is kind of where I expected. This is another coin that was like right on the border of having full bell lines, but I wasn't sure either way. The grade was okay, but the main reason I sent this one in is just because of the gorgeous toning on this coin. So I was pretty happy it straight graded. A lot of times with a lot of blue toning, they can think it's artificial, so I was happy that it got a straight grade. So I was pretty happy with that. We'll show you guys a little bit of information about this coin now. So this one, not as valuable, $48 is the NGC price guide value. 2600 in MS65, 1300 graded higher. But it's kind of a special coin, and you know, just what it says in the price guide, it doesn't tell the whole story about this coin. So now I'm going to tell you about three coins that were very interesting. So this coin is one of them, and this is one of them, and this is one of them. So interestingly, the day that NGC sent me an email and said that my grades were available for these coins. I, of course, ran up and checked them as soon as I possibly could. And these 3 coins all, at one point, had different grades on them. So I think, from what I can tell, what happened was these coins were graded, and then they went through a quality control and finalization. And in that quality control and finalization, the grades were changed. They decided that the grades were not correct on them. And I think that because I've seen a picture of all 3 of these coins with a different label on them. Now, the website had the correct grades listed, but when I clicked on the pictures, I saw the coin with a different label on it. So here's the first one, and it was this dime. It says AU50, but when I originally clicked on it, it showed a picture of this coin with this certification number, and it said XF45. So in finalization, they actually raised the grade on this one. So this is the next one, is the 3-cent nickel, and when I clicked on that, it said MS61, or 62, sorry. So the picture showed MS62, even though the website showed 61. And then the third one was this guy here, and this one was the heartbreaker, because when I originally clicked on the picture, I saw that it said it was a 65, but when I clicked on the picture, it said 66 full bell lines. And of course, if this coin had been 66 with full bell lines, it would have been just a monster win, and I would have been over the moon. But unfortunately, I think when they checked it again in finalization, they just decided it didn't quite have full bell lines and didn't quite make a 66. So that was pretty interesting that happened. I talked to a representative at NGC to find out what exactly was happening, and she had actually seen the pictures as well and emailed someone in the grading department. They emailed back and said the pictures had been fixed with the correct pictures. So, interesting story there. Not sure exactly what happened, but I think that's it, the finalization and quality control. Okay, now we got 2 more coins to go, guys, and these 2 were less than ideal, but I think fair. So the first is this Standing Liberty quarter. Now, I've had this Standing Liberty quarter for a while, and it is just beautiful. It's got this pinkish purple toning, really nice condition. Not too rare a coin. It's a 1926, but really nice looking coin. And this one unfortunately got a details grade. I thought it might get an artificial toning grade, but they said that it is obverse cleaned. And when I got it back and took a really good look at it, I ended up seeing that on this coin, on the left side, it seems pretty fine, but on the right hand side of the coin, there are some hairlines that you can see from certain angles, and it's definitely been cleaned, and I missed it. I was so enamored with the coins, I didn't notice that it had been wiped over on the right hand side under the TY of Liberty and above We Trust. You can see it really good, especially if you look at it with like a magnifying glass. But it is still a really nice coin. It's a beautiful coin, and I was happy that it got uncirculated details, because this is another one that I thought possibly AU, but a really cool coin. I'm still happy to have it, and it was a fair grade. Now this one I don't love quite as much. So this one is a 1857 United States half cent. And this one, you know, if you look at it, looks like a really nice half cent. And this one, they graded AU details, reverse scratched. So this one surprised me a little bit, and I'll show you guys why on the scope here. Oops, let's get that back up. There we go. So this coin has some scratches on the reverse. They're definitely there, and you can see them if you move the coin around a little bit. But I thought these were old scratches and not particularly deep. They were kind of surface scratches. They've been on the coin for a long time, and I didn't think they'd call this one scratched. You can see the one scratch right there pretty sharply, but they did call it scratched, which was a little bit of a bummer. But I do have an 1857 half cent, which is a pretty good date for these. It's a AU details. It's a nice coin. It's in a holder. I'm pretty happy with it, and all in all, I can't complain about the submission. So it was an interesting submission, and I'm sorry it took a little bit longer to go through this one than I planned, but I hope you enjoyed watching the submission. I hope maybe it might have helped if you are thinking about sending in coins yourself. And I'll have another NGC unboxing video coming very soon with some US tokens. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, have an awesome night, everybody.